Hello friends, good afternoon all of you, and let's continue today. So we people were talking about resume writing. So immediately we people will start. Now someone just reply me if my voice is audible to you clearly and screen is visible. So is it audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all fine. Thank you. So let's start. So in previous class, we people have discussed how you people can make the format of your resume. How you can just add your name and contact details. Email should be professional. Your contact number should be one, and it should be. आवाज येतो ना?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So in today's slide that we people are going to discuss, and it is about education. You wanted to add your education qualification in your resume. So let's try to understand how we people can add it in a better way. Okay. So for students and recent graduates, begin with your education. So you people are students. Okay. And you can begin with your, let's say, the latest qualification. So try to understand if you have completed your MTech. So which qualification you people will add? MTech you will add or SSC in the beginning? What you should write? What will mention in the beginning?
SSC.
SSC.
So instead of adding SSC in the beginning, you should prefer MTech. जे highest qualification असेल ते अगोदर सुरुवातीला घ्यायचं. SSC सगळ्यात शेवटी. So you people will begin from your MTech. Then you people add your BTech. Then you people will add your HSC. And then you people will add your SSC. This sequence you people have to follow. Okay. So highest or recent qualification you people should add first. So here it is mentioned, list your highest level of education achieved first. If PhD असेल तर PhD, MTech, like this way you people need to come down. List your highest level of education achieved first. Highest your degrees earned or to be earned. Sorry, highlight. So maybe if it is MTech or whatever the degrees, in fact, that people are about to finish, maybe you are appeared. For example, you have completed your BTech and you people are still yet to receive your MTech. So it might be appearing or pursuing that you can mention, or sometimes you might be doing PhD. So you people can add that PhD pursuing. So you can highlight that you are pursuing PhD from some institute or some university, that you can highlight. Then next is list your major, minor, concentration or emphasis. So this major and minor or concentration, these are types of graduation. We need not to think of this major minor. Major minor काय असतं ते एखाद्या युनिव्हर्सिटी मधून जेव्हा तुम्ही ग्रॅज्युएट होत असता तर त्यामध्ये तुमचे मेजर जो कुठला सब्जेक्ट असतो, जो मेन सब्जेक्ट असतो त्याला मेजर्स असं म्हटलं जातं. मायनर त्या मेन सब्जेक्ट सोबत दुसरा कुठला जो एखादा सब्जेक्ट असतो त्याला मायनर म्हटलं जातं. So this is kind of particular graduation. is specific graduation कशामधून केलेला आहे त्या संदर्भातले मेजर, मायनर आणि कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन असतं. So you people can just emphasize that. List your GPA if it is 3.0 or higher. So right now you people are having CGPA. So what is this CGPA? This is a grade. Okay. Earlier we people were used to have percentage. Okay, so we were used to be just 60%, 70%, let's say 80%, or based on that percentage class were defined. If it is 60 and above, it is first class, something like this. If it is 55 and plus, it is B class, something like this. So right now people are having CGPA or SGPA. So that people you try to mention if it is more than, I will say 7.8 point, something like that, not 3.0 or higher. Then next people try to mention list relevant course work. So what is this course work? That whatever the any courses that you people have done, if they are related to your the position or the post for which you are going to apply, in that case you can mention those courses which you have done. List any special license, credentials, certificates, exams or training. जर कुठले असे exams दिलेले असतील, you people try to mention it. May not be as a student you don't have any license or credentials as well, but certificates perhaps you might have achieved, some exams you might have given, or trainings definitely you might have attended. So all those things you people need to add in your resume so that it will just talk much about you. So understand that your resume is talking on behalf of you. तुमच्याबद्दल जास्त माहिती देण्याचं काम तुमचा resume करत असतो. So therefore, you try to add much more points and details in your resume. So this way, you people can just try to mention things in your resume. Here format is given, but instead of this format, rather I will just try to just focus on the any tabular form. So let's say people can make the table like this, and you people just add some points here like this in different ways, and that can be here serial number. Here you people can add name of qualification. Then here you people can add board or university from which you have completed that particular course. Then you just try to mention year of passing here. Then you just try to mention percentage and remark. So such kind of table you people can add here, and you people just try to mention your education qualification in this type of format. Or if you feel you can adopt a different format also. म्हणजे हाच format follow केलं पाहिजे असं नाही. These days you will find that की different ways are adopted. Instead of just tabular format ऐवजी you can just mention like this also. जे इथं मेन्शन केलेलं आहे, that is also you can follow. So Los Angeles Harbors College, Wellington, CA June 2000, something like that. So this format also can be followed, but rather than tabular will be more easier, because as a fresher you people will be make it simple. Don't try to be make it complicated किंवा वेगळं असं काही बनवण्याची काही गरज असणार नाही. You people try to make it in the form of a table that will be more suitable. Okay, कळतं का?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. After education, what you people will add in your resume? You people are going to add experience. Okay. So as a student, as a candidate, you don't have any experience. So you should not worry much about it. But let's try to understand how we people can add experience. When you people will gain some experience, so that time you people will add it. What counts as experience? The experience म्हणजे काय कुठला experience तुम्ही add करू शकता, that people will try to understand. Then emphasize versus minimize. So what does it mean emphasize? You need to emphasize or focus on the experience which is relevant here. And you can minimize. What you can minimize? The any particular post. Let's say people are applying for a post, and if the experience is there, but if it is not useful or relevant for this a post, then in that case what you can do, you can minimize that experience. So focus, emphasize those which is relevant experience here. Then quantifying your experience. Quantifying means that you are mentioning some, let's say, quantity. So if it is like this, how many times, what employees, or based on you, whatever you people were doing earlier, you just try to mention it in quantity. So that is quantifying your experience. Then you people can also mention expand on your skills. Maybe recently you people have achieved some skills, that you people try to add those skills in your resumes. And how people are going to mention your experience, that format people will discuss here. So what counts as experience? Include positions related to the job you are seeking, such as. So what kind of positions you people can add? ज्या प्रकारचा जॉब तुम्ही बघत असाल त्या जॉबला सुटेबल होतील अशा प्रकारचे positions you people can add. And also try to be again mention that whether whatever the work you people are doing, whether it was paid or unpaid employment. If it is paid, how much, and if it is unpaid, what kind of work it was. Then certain internships you people need to complete. So when you people go to second year, from second year onwards, you people can start working on your internship. So different internships are there. You people can, maybe paid internships are there. People try to pay certain amount of, let's say, internship, or there are some free internships as well. So people try to complete as many as internships it is possible, because they will consider it as a kind of experience. Okay, so try to mention about internships also. Then if you are working with student organizations, okay, there are different student organizations like ABVP. So do you know about ABVP? What is this ABVP? Or you don't know about ABVP? This is the organization which is working for students, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. Okay, so such kind of organizations, if you're working with, you can mention these things. Apart from that, there are other organizations also. If you're working with any organization, with any student organization, in that case, you can mention. Then apart from volunteerism, so what is this volunteerism? So volunteerism is that if you're working as a volunteer with any of the organizations, let's say there are some NGOs also. So what is NGO? NGO, non-government organization. Okay, NGO means non-government organization. So if you're working with any organization like NGO or any other as a volunteer, एक स्वयंसेवक म्हणून किंवा एक let's say for the sake of social service, एक समाजकार्य म्हणून जर तुम्ही कुठल्या ह्याच्यामध्ये काम करत असाल, that will come here. So you people can mention if any volunteerism is there, if you're working with any association, organization, NGO, that you people can add here. Then next, any other community service that you people are providing, let's say a social work, you can mention here. If you are doing any social work, that also people can mention, because that will be considered as experience. Not always experiences of job only, but you can add these things also in your experience. And on next slide, we people will try to emphasize versus minimize. So what is this emphasize versus minimize? Emphasize relevant experience. जो योग्य आणि आवश्यक असेल असाच एक्सपिरियन्स आपण आपल्या रिझ्यूमे मध्ये ऍड करायचा आहे. And minimize irrelevant. Maybe that you just working on let's say 5 positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 positions that you people have already worked. But out of this, you can think that only 3 positions are relevant here. And these remaining 2 positions, perhaps you might have worked, but for this post, these are not useful. So in that case, you can just try to focus on these 3 only, and you can just avoid mentioning these 2 experiences. Okay, you can distinguish between relevant experience and additional experience. So what is relevant and additional experience? This is relevant experience. What these 3 posts you people have worked, this is relevant, okay, which is related to your post, and this is your additional experience, means which that more than necessary. List your accomplishments, not just responsibilities. So what do you mean by accomplishments? What do people have achieved so far? Maybe any award, best employee award, best employee of the year. There are a number of achievements that you can get as an employee as well. As a student also, you people can get it. Best students, or let's say any particular award or reward you people have received, that you people can mention as in accomplishments. Apart from that, a particular certificates for different co-curricular and extracurricular activities that you people have achieved, that can be also in accomplishments, and not just responsibilities. For example, mention ideas you had that may have improved your workplace, something that you might have done innovative. Okay, maybe that in a particular meeting that you come with an idea, and that idea was implemented in the company, or you propose some let's say project and it was implemented. Everybody liked your project ideas. So in that case, you can just mention this. Use vocabulary or keywords from your chosen field. So whatever your field is, maybe from mechanical, maybe from particular field, maybe from a particular related to particular field, there is particular words. So people try to choose those particular words and you people can just try to use them for mentioning your experience. Okay, so with this, we people will go to the next slide. Then quantifying your experience. Quantifying, trying to mention in the quantity, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You're mentioning using numbers for talking about your work. So let's try to understand this in a better way. Quantify your actions when you are possible. For example, if you are a supervisor, how many people did you supervise? So let's say there were 50 persons who were working under you. Okay, that you people are mentioning here. So how many people that you can just, because you're working as a supervisor, so you're just mentioning that there were, let's say 50 people, there were, let's say 100 people that were working or you were supervising on them. So something like that, you people are mentioning here quantity of the people to whom you are supervising. Okay, then if you gave regular reports, how often? In another situation जर तुम्ही रिपोर्ट देत असाल तर रिपोर्ट कधी कधी द्यायचं. Let's say you're just presenting your report weekly. Per week you have to report, or per month, or let's say it can be after 2 months, 3 months as well. So how often you are reporting to your higher authority? Then in another case, if you improve such sales by how much? So it can be 3%, 4%, 25%. So depending upon what you're doing here, you are just trying to add some numbers. So that is quantifying your experience. So it can be anything. These are just examples about how many people you are working, how many times you are reporting, how much sales is improved. So these are just examples where people can add a number, but there can be another situations also or experience that you people can add where quantity you people can mention. Then next people will try to understand, expand on your skills. Expand means that whatever you people have earlier skills, then apart from that, you people try to focus or just try to give more emphasis, focus on the skills that you people possess. Okay, so look for the ways to demonstrate. What is meaning by look for the ways? Throughout your interaction, throughout your, let's say, whatever the resume you are going to prepare, you should try to focus, try to think that how you can show that you have these skills. Which skills you people can just try to focus? Good communication skills. When you can mention, when you people really have good communication skills, in that case only you people are going to mention this good communication skills. Otherwise, you are mentioning that good communication skills and apparently the experience that you have really very poor communication skills. So that will be a contrast. So if you're mentioning good communication skills, try to improve it or you don't mention it, so that you can take care of power. Then another skills that you people can mention, leadership and organizational skills. If you really have leadership skills and if you have worked in some kind of events or organizations, or let's say at college time, at your personal life as a leader, then you can just mention that leadership skills and organizational skills. So what are organizational skills? Organizational skills are something in a company, if you are working, that time these organizational skills will be just you can mention like this, that completing the task, then focused on work, and just working in team. These are some of the organizational skills that you people can mention. But as a fresher, as an experience, as a if you have experience, that time only you can mention organizational skills. As a fresher, you cannot mention organizational skills. Then next is ability to work on a team. So if you have really knew that you people can work on a team, not in a team. See, this is not in. If it is ability to work in team, it means that you are part of team. And when you are having ability to work on a team, that time you are working as a team leader here. You are not part of team, but you are just monitoring the team. You are just controlling the team. You are just guiding them. In that case, you can say ability to work on a team. Again, just try to understand ability to work in a team, that is different meaning, and ability to work on a team, that is different meaning. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Good work ethic. So what is good work ethic? When people are working, you are just following certain principles at workplace. म्हणजे कामावरती वेळेत जाणं, कामावरल्या घरातल्या ज्या काही वस्तू असतील त्या आपल्या पर्सनल गोष्टींसाठी न वापरणं किंवा आपला वेळ वाया न घालवणं इतर फालतू गोष्टींमध्ये. सो दीज आर वर्क एथिक्स. Okay, so if you are following good work ethics, you can mention it in your resume. Then next few people can also think of interpersonal skills. So again, try to understand what are these interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills means that your ability to just stay connected with people and interact with people. You're talking with the people, you are just having some give and take of information. You are sharing some ideas, opinions with people. So that is your interaction. Okay, interpersonal skills means your interaction with the people. What kind of relationship you people have with your colleagues. So that you can mention as a interpersonal skills. So this is again part of soft skills. You people try to understand. If you really don't know what interpersonal skills are, try to find it out more on internet or Google. Okay, then we'll try to understand how to mention your experience. So format of mentioning experience that people can understand. Include the following. So काय असायला पाहिजे त्यामध्ये बघा. You should mention company name in which you were working. Then where is that company? Location of that company. Then you're working as a what? काय म्हणून job करत होता. Then dates of employment. If it is not exact dates, at least month and year you people have to mention. Means for example, from May 2019 to current date, something like this. People need to mention a date and duties performed during that. What you are doing, that you people can mention. That should be there in your experience. Make this section easy to read. म्हणजे जो experience तुम्ही add करणार असाल, that should be simple. It should not be complicated. It should be spacious. Use spacing and bullets. So spacing and bullets, if you are using Word or if you're using PowerPoint, so this is a kind of bullets. This is not bullet exact. So bullets can be this shape that you people can use here instead of this. Or there can be another ways also, like that only dots are there or circles are there or stars are there. So these things you people can use to highlight what you are mentioning as an experience. Then each sentence starts with an action verb. So while mentioning your experience, the people need to begin with action word. Action word means असं sentence सुरू व्हायला पाहिजे pronoun I worked, rather than you should begin with worked as a manager. So here worked is an action verb. Do not use personal pronouns. Which personal pronouns? I worked as किंवा we worked as. असे I, we हे personal pronouns use करायचे नाही. Then use correct verb tenses. The correct tenses, because you are mentioning your experience. So experience is about past. भूतकाळातले जे कुठली कामं केलेली असतील त्या ठिकाणी तुमचे past tense तर worked असंच यायला पाहिजे. Work येणार नाही. So that you people need to understand. And if any position that you people are working presently, currently, that will be used in present tense. जर सध्या एखादी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी असेल तुमच्याकडे, that will be in present tense. आणि भूतकाळातल्या ज्या काही रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज किंवा पोस्ट तुम्ही हेल्ड केले असतील त्यासाठी past tense you people are going to use it. Current positions and past tense for previous positions that you people have to consider. Avoid using terms that only an insider would understand. If any particular concept is there, any particular term is there that you people are mentioning in your resume, which only a particular organization knows. म्हणजे तुमची particular XYZ organization आहे अगोदरची, and त्या organization मध्ये काही असे शॉर्टकट्स असू शकतात किंवा कीवर्ड्स असू शकतात किंवा कोड वर्ड्स असू शकतात की जे फक्त त्या ऑर्गनायझेशन मधल्या लोकांनाच कळू शकतील. अशा प्रकारचे शॉर्टकट्स किंवा कीवर्ड्स यू पीपल कॅनॉट मेन्शन ऑन रिझ्युमे बिकॉज other people will not understand what that means. So therefore avoid using terms that only an insider म्हणजे त्या कंपनीतला जो व्यक्ती असेल त्या व्यक्तीलाच कळणार, बाकीच्यांना काही कळणार नाही. would understand, that you people have to avoid. So here it is given one example. Section title in bold and dates are included. काय मेन्शन केलेलं आहे याच्यामध्ये तर experience. So from this year to this year. So title is bolded. What is title? Sales associate. Then company name JP Penny, address Toran CA. आणि तिथं काय काय करायचं? Job duties. the maintained knowledge of sales and promotions, then greeted customers and ascertained customer wants or needs, answered questions regarding store merchandise. So इथं कसं बघा bullets कशा केलेत, these are points हे use केलेत to show it. So that you people can use your additional paragraph format may be used to save space. हा जो रिकामा space आहे हा space जर utilize करायचा असेल तर rather than you people can use paragraph. So depending upon your choice and likes, people will just finalize how to make your resume attractive. So if you think this is fine, you can use this format. If you think this is not fine, you can find out others. Then you people can add other sections also. Which other sections? Honors, not necessarily, but if you think you people can add, you can add additional sections to your resume. Honors, honors again, I would like to tell you, honors means the main subject or main course in which you people have completed your graduation or post graduation. Apart from that, if there is any activities that you want to mention, you people can add that separately, or any skills that specifically you wanted to add, that you people can add in different sections by maintaining a different section of skills. Then let's try to understand whether it is necessary to give reference or not. Okay, generally do not include references on your resume. म्हणजे संदर्भ द्यायची काही गरज नाही. References म्हणजे काय असतं की people are giving the name and contact number and the position of that a particular person that person knows to you. एखादी व्यक्ती आपल्याला ओळखते, अशा ओळखीच्या व्यक्तीचा कॉन्टॅक्ट नंबर आणि त्यांची माहिती कुठल्या ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये काम करतात हे आपल्याला द्यायचं असतं ऍज अ रेफरन्स म्हणून. जर तुमच्याबद्दल तर एन्क्वायरी करायची असेल तर दे विल जस्ट कॉन्टॅक्ट दॅट पर्सन आणि तुम्ही व्यक्ती कसा आहात हे त्यांच्याकडून ते विचारू शकतात. त्यासाठी रेफरन्सेस असतात. सो जनरली डू नॉट इन्क्लूड रेफरन्सेस ऑन युअर रिझ्युमे. It is not necessary to type references available upon request. म्हणजे असं टाइप पण करायचं, मेन्शन पण करायची गरज नाही की रिझ्युमे मध्ये की जर रेफरन्सेस आवश्यक असतील तर रेफरन्सेस मिळतील अशा प्रकारचे. जर त्यांना रेफरन्सची आवश्यकता वाटलीच, एम्प्लॉयर्स विल कॉन्टॅक्ट यू इफ रेफरन्सेस necessary. जर त्यांना आवश्यकता वाटली तर they will contact you. They will ask you, do you have any references that we can inquire about or we can contact them. And if you wanted to give reference, choose professional references. मग जर रेफरन्सेस द्यायचे असतील तर कुणाचे द्यायचे? जे प्रोफेशनल व्यक्ती आहेत त्यांचेच काय करायचे आहेत रेफरन्सेस द्यायचे, रादर दॅन पर्सनल रेफरन्सेस. वैयक्तिक रेफरन्सेस द्यायचे नाहीत. मे बी दॅट की माय अंकल इज वर्किंग इन मुंबई, माय ही इज समवन or she is someone. Don't give your personal references, rather than you can give professional references. Professional references मध्ये कुणी कुणाचं नाव देऊ शकता तुम्ही? Can any example you can suggest me? You can give reference of your principal of your college. Okay, so let's say if you're just working in this very college, you can give the name as a reference of the principal of this very college as a reference. Okay, apart from that, if any MP or MLA from your locality, you can give his name. Any school master in which you have completed your schooling, that you people can give references. Apart from that, if any person who is working at higher post, he may be officer in that case, maybe in police, in that case you people can give references of such people. Okay, अशा लोकांचे references तुम्ही देऊ शकता. Practice good etiquette and ask your references for permission before giving out their contact information. Okay, so practice good etiquette means that, so whatever the contact details you people are giving, with them you should have good relationships. म्हणजे प्रिन्सिपलचं जर रेफरन्स द्यायचा असेल तर your behavior should be good there. You should know etiquettes and manners there, and you need to find the permission. You have to ask for permission. Suppose तुम्ही तुमच्या प्रिन्सिपलचं रेफरन्स म्हणून देणार असेल तर तुम्ही अगोदर प्रिन्सिपलला विचारलं पाहिजे, सर I wanted to give a reference for this company. I'm just applying, and in my resume I wanted to your name as a reference. If he says yes, you can give my reference, in that case only add. If someone is saying no, you can't give my reference, or without asking them, without taking their permission, you don't add such kind of references in your resume. Okay, so that it may be into problem, because if the person is not ready, and suppose that the employers, they are making inquiry with that person may talk negative, or that person may say, I don't know this particular person. In that case, it will be difficult. Okay, so take permission of that person whose reference you are going to mention in your resume. That also you people try to understand. Okay, Karthika, is it clear? Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Let's check how many people are active now. Let me ask Om, roll number 27. Om.
Yes, sir.
Then let me ask Sandhya Rani, roll number 36.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Roll number 42, Sakshi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Roll number 54, Kedar. Is it audible, Kedar? Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And let me ask roll number Ganesh Lamkane. Is it audible, Ganesh? What is your roll number, Ganesh?
47.
47. You just try to mention your roll number. All students have mentioned their roll numbers. So you just try to mention your roll number with your name.
Sorry, sir. काल ईमेल आयडी ने लॉग इन केल्यामुळे गेलं.
हा ठीक आहे, जे रजिस्टर्ड मेल आयडी त्याच्यावरूनच लॉग इन करा. Okay, all right. So all students are paying attention. Fine. Here you people can again find that resume format, that keep your resume format simple. After, if you try to see कि there are so many format, पण it is not required की असं कुठलं तरी complicated format नेटवरून डाउनलोड करा, किंवा you people are just trying to copy someone's format. Not necessary. You can keep it very simple, because as a fresher it is not expected की तुमच्याकडे असा वेगळ्या पद्धतीचा, वेगळ्या फॉर्मॅटचा रिझ्युमे असायला पाहिजे. You can make it simple. We'll try to say in assignment मध्ये तुम्हाला दिलेला फॉर्मॅट आहे, that you people can follow. Use a uniform font style, font type, size, margin settings all around. Probably you people are all using MS Word. Okay, so in that MS Word, you people need to choose font style first of all. So which font style you people can prefer? You can prefer, I will suggest only Times New Roman. So Times New Roman you people can choose, or you can choose Arial as well, but I will just only recommend Times New Roman. Then font size. So what font size you people can choose? You can choose 10 to 12, or I will suggest here people can choose 12. 10 will be too small. So 12 will be appropriate for content, and for titles and headings, so people can use 14. So that will be okay. Margin, you can keep 1 inch. What is margin? That if you know the page setting in Word, that time you will come to know that margin from this side, left, right, and top, bottom. This margin will be 1 inch. Do not use abbreviations. Abbreviations means okay? Short forms. Suppose if it is BA, so this is abbreviation. So don't use such abbreviation. That rightly mentioned Bachelor of Arts. Then use bold, italics, and underlining sparingly. Sparingly means very rarely, frequently. There should not be all that you are mentioning in bold. Where you can use bold? If there are titles, headings that you people can use in bold. In italics, not necessarily. If something that you would like to highlight, that you can mention in italics, or you want to highlight in other way, that time you can underline that, so that you people can take care. Print your resume on white or neutral color paper. Usually it should be A4 size. Okay, so that you people will just follow. So here another different sample is given, but I will not recommend this sample. Rather than you people just follow the sample given in your assignment format. That format I will suggest. So here the way it is given, first of all, you people can see name is there, then address, then contact number, then email ID, then here objective to gain a position as a medical secretary at Kesa Permanente. So this is position, this is name of company. Here in short summary is mentioned: knowledge of medical terminology, knowledge of accounts payable software, accounts receivable software, billing software, Intuit QuickBooks software. So these are different ways. Bilingual, that is English and Spanish. Education, Los Angeles Harbor College. So this is, I think, that someone from internet downloaded. So people don't follow this format. So experience is also mentioned here. So that you people will not follow. Oh, that was all about resume. So do you have any questions here about resume? Rather than I will just try to share you the one particular that people would like to all you people will make your own resumes with this format. I think that you people might have written in assignments, but apart from that, you people just try to prepare your own resume with the help of this format. So I will share this with you and will ask you people make your own resume. So is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this format you follow because as a first year students, you people, this simple format will be comfortable for you. So if people try to give title, then you try to paste your soft copy here of passport size photo, mention your full name here, mention your mail ID. Only one mail ID should be here. Don't mention two mail IDs. Contact number, only one contact number will be here. Don't mention two contact numbers. Career objectives: to explore my skills and abilities for better work and provide solutions in the field of engineering and technology. This is too general. People can find out particular for you. You can change this, but it should be short in one sentence. You can change if you want to change the format, you can change, but in this way people can prepare at least. Try to mention your personal details here. Name already you people have mentioned here, so no name here. Address, your birth date you can mention. Language is known, your marital status, then nationality. All those points people will add here. If you want to add any other personal details, you people can add here. Then that table you people can make here. Education qualification, highest qualification will come here. Like that you people will just try to here your BTech will come here, then your HSC or diploma will come here. You people need to add one more because minimum 3. SSC will come here. Then in case of board, you just try to mention Solapur University. In short, you can mention the short form of Purneshlu Kahiladevi Hoka, Solapur University, Solapur. Then here for HSC board will be Pune, something like this. Pune will be like this. Year of passing, try to mention years of passing. Total marks for this BTech final year total marks, that is same 5 and same 6, or maybe only 6 then you people can consider. Then here you people, as per your mark sheets, you people try to add it. Out of that, how much marks you got and percentage that you people try to add here. Okay, these two people will be about educational qualification. Then next is about extracurricular activities. In this extracurricular activities, you just try to mention any competitions. If you are just have one prize or rank, first rank, second rank, that people can mention, and when it was held, where it was held, that you just mention. held at, place, and when. Okay, here you people can add, or you can just mention different ways also. Co-curricular activities. So extracurricular are apart from your studies, and co-curricular are related to your studies. Okay, that you people try to understand. So there are different competitions which are related to your studies as well. Maybe it can be about your, let's try to understand about coding, about let's say languages, or some other competitions also. And here it can be about sports, it can be about speech competition, it can be about poster presentation, something like this in extra. Then next is work experience. Instead of this mentioning imaginary, you can just try to mention here something. But as a fresher, in final resume, you just try to mention your fresher. Okay. References, I have already told you about the references, how people can put your references. You can add 2 names here. Write names of any 2 persons with their designations, organizations, and their contact numbers. So people try to add 2 names. Right now, people can add imaginary. You can add any name of principal or any particular MP or MLA of your area. People can add. Then other skills, instead of just computer knowledge, you can just mention skills mentioned here. You can just try to mention skills. Computer related like MS Office or Word, PowerPoint presentation, Excel. Apart from that, what do you know about computer that you people try to mention? Technical skills, you just try to mention knowledge about C, C++, Java, Python, programming, something like that. Whatever it is possible, you just try to mention in it. Then hobbies, you just mentioned a couple of hobbies like that: watching news, reading newspapers, reading technical books, and traveling. Minimum 2 hobbies you can mention. Okay, that is important. And you can change your hobbies, not necessarily same hobbies you are going to write. You can change it. Then we'll talk about next major strengths. So major strengths you mentioned: able to do assigned work independently and perfectly. You just think of other strengths, not necessarily same strength you should write. You can write other strengths as well. Able to communicate in grammatically correct and oral and written language. Rather than you can just mention good communication skills. Okay, here I will just suggest you good communication skills will be enough. Instead of just mentioning this sentence, good communication skills will include all oral and written communication. No, you can change it, because if you're really good in communication, then only mention. Able to work under stressful and diverse conditions. So that is also if people can think if you want to mention it, or you can find out other strengths and mention. Here also minimum 2 strengths you try to mention. And then here is the last one, that is declaration. And it says, I hereby declare that all the information given above is true to the best of my knowledge and belief. And then you people are just mentioning date on which you people are going to have your interview, and place will be where you are going to have interview. And here will be your name and signature of candidate. So that is all about resume writing. If anything that you would like to ask me, you can ask. कोणाला काय अडचण शंका problem difficulties? So will you make your own resumes in this format?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is for all students. सगळ्यांनी resume बनवायचा आपला स्वतःचा using this format, and then you people need to keep it updating. म्हणजे हा काय तुमचा final resume आहे का? No, you are going to update it from time to time. So when you will go to second, you will come to know that whatever we people have done, that is not relevant. So what you will do, you people will change it. Suppose that any course you people have done, that you people are going to add it. Any training that you people have attended, you are going to add it. So this way you people are going to update your resume. But right now you should be ready with a soft copy of this resume. And maybe I'm going to ask you, all of you people, to prepare it. So maybe in next week, you people will be ready with your resume. So will it be okay? up to next week you people will prepare your resume in
Yes,
soft
sir.
copy. I don't want in written or I don't want it in PDF. Go to Word. If you're just using mobile, in WPS Office, if you're using WPS Office, there people can create new Word file. In that Word file, I don't think that you have much options. If you're with computer, that will be fine. You can prepare it. But if you don't have computer or laptop, in that case, you can prepare with the help of WPS Office. That will be fine. So today we'll stop here. In next class, we people will talk about next part of this writing skills. That will be report writing that people will consider, and we'll try to understand how to write a report. Meanwhile, for unit test, you people will be having, I think that unit number 3, personal interview. Okay. Test will be MCQ again. We'll take attendance and we people will stop here. People just stay connected. I'll just confirm absent numbers only. So roll number 1, 2, 3 is not there. 4, 5, 6 is not there. 7, 8, 9 absent. 10, 11, 12, 13 absent. 14, 15, 16, 17 absent. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 absent. 23, 24 absent. 25, 26, 27, 28 absent. 29 absent. 30 absent. 32 absent. 34 absent. 37 absent. 45 absent. 49, 50 absent. 52, 53 absent. 55 absent. 58, 59, 60, 61 absent. 62, 63, 64 absent. 67, 68 absent. 71 absent. Okay, so absent numbers are 3, 6, 9, 13, 17, 22, 28, 29, 30, 24, 32, 34, 37, 45, 49, 50, 52, 53, 55, 58, 59, 60, 61, 64, 67, 68, and 71. Anybody is present out of these absent numbers? If no, then should I stop this meeting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you.